Hey guys, welcome to Queen Airbender Tarot. Today we are going to do your beginning of April Jupiter Blessings reading. Now keep in mind this is a general reading, which means it cannot possibly apply to every single person that is watching. But if you would like a personal reading, all of the information will be left in the description box below. In case you are new to the channel, welcome, come on in. And in case you're returning, thank you for joining me again today. And I hope that you guys are doing well. Now first I want to start off by saying this because I don't say it quite often, but I want to share this because it needs to be heard. I want to say that I'm extremely grateful to the Most High for allowing me to use my gift of discernment to connect with those who need guidance, who need spiritual alignment, who need some type of assistance. I'm so extremely grateful. I'm so extremely touched. I want to thank you guys so much for being here, for trusting me. And even if you don't believe everything I say or the things don't resonate with you, thank you so much for taking the time to allow me to speak in my purpose and share the messages that I'm meant to share. I'm extremely blessed. I'm extremely touched, especially if you logged on the title alone, because I already knew what the title was going to be, just be based off of what I experienced. It was nothing new. I'm always connected with spirit. I always see angels, spirit guides, guardians, and things like that. But the message that I got today has changed my whole outlook on everything. And I hope that the same goes for you all. I'm extremely emotional about the whole situation because ever since this occurrence happened, my whole day it felt like I've just been floating through the day in a positive way. So before I woke up this morning, you know how you're in between like the dream state and, sleeping and kind of waking up from your dream state. I opened my eyes and at the very foot of my bed, an angel was sitting there, almost like the angel was just sitting there waiting for me to wake up. Like it didn't want to interrupt my slumber, just was sitting there waiting for me to wake up. It may have even, I felt eerie, and I think eerie might be the wrong word, but it was definitely a supernatural type of feeling. Like it didn't feel normal. Like it wasn't like you woke up just like how you wake up every day before your day gets started. No, it just felt like my whole body was tingling. My whole body felt warm, but it also felt like I was being touched by divinity. It was nothing like I experienced before on a regular day waking up, and I could feel like I was being lulled out of my sleep. But again, it was very gentle, it was very peaceful, it was very calming, it was very otherworldly in a positive way. And the angel was sitting at the foot of the bed, basically just waiting for me to wake up. And here's the thing I want to share with you all. A lot of people hear messages from guides and angels and things like that different ways, but one main way that the spirit realm always connects with us is telepathically. So the messages that I heard was telepathically given to me. And the angel was sitting there. The angel wasn't smiling. The angel wasn't frowning. It just had just a straight face, like kind of like how you see those biblical angels where you can't really read their expressions. And the angel was telling me that it was my duty. It was my duty. I was being tasked to share with people that there's an extreme shift coming into the lives of millions, not hundreds, not thousands, millions within the next 2 weeks. This was a time frame that I was giving within the next 2 weeks. This angel expressed that they are one, because there's many, expressed that they were one of the angels of abundance. Now, here's the thing. I know why this angel connected with me, because I'm very big on practicing, meditations, my spiritual practices and things like that. Like on Thursdays, that's Jupiter Day. That's why I started doing the Jupiter Blessings readings, because that's all about luck, abundance, expansion. One of the main things in the spirit realm is expansion. In the physical realm, we're very much concerned about our monetary life, as we should be, right? Because we have to live, and no one wants to live in heaviness and in strife and in hardship. But because I do practice every Thursday, I do like a little ritual where I light my candles and I, speak to the universe and say, hey, whatever direction you want me to expand in, show me what you need me to do. Show me how I can bless others. Because most people, they always are asking, how can I gain? How can I get more? What about me? What about me? What about me? A lot of people don't put it out there like, how can I be a blessing to others? And I always say that. Of course, I want me and my family to be protected and safe and be well off, but I always also include, how do I be a blessing to others? And I strongly feel this is why this angel came to me, because I asked the question, and the angel said, well, you asked, so here you go. You have to tell these people, you have to tell those that connect with you that something is shifting within the next 2 weeks. It's going to be positive. But for a lot of people, they need to hear it now, because they are going through so much hardship and so much difficulty and so much challenge that they don't believe that anything is going to happen for them. They don't see the shifts that's coming into their life. They told me that a lot of people are giving up now, just giving up hope. Okay. And I'm saying they, because spirit doesn't have a gender. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people like to say, I'm not going to get taller, but you know, a lot of people like to give it a gender. Spirit doesn't have a gender. Spirit is energy, right? And so they told me a lot of people need to hear this message. Things are changing and the monetary assistance is coming in so that they could be a blessing to others as well. If we are to receive blessings, we are to give blessings. We are to be a blessing to others, right? When I tell you I've been so emotional all day because the love, the energy that I was touched with has not left my energy field. It has not left my energy field at all. Throughout my day, things that, you know, I was getting, you know how you have errands to run and things like that. And it was just like, okay, this documentation said, okay, this is not going to work. And you have to take care of this or that or this and this. And it was just a bunch of negative stuff, to be quite honest with you. And every single thing that I had to take care of today, it was like something opened up to remove all the obstacles. Even now, as I'm talking, it's making me emotional. That angel literally told me, you share your story because they need to know whatever obstacles are in their way, they're being removed. From the moment that you receive this message, the obstacles are being removed. Okay? You don't see it now, and that's why I'm being told to give you this message. The obstacles are being removed so that you can receive your blessings, because if there's obstacles on your path, you can't even see the blessings because all you see is the obstacles. And so now that they're being removed, you are going to receive this abundance. You are going to receive these blessings. And guess what? You are going to be able to be a blessing to others. A lot of people, when they hear abundance and blessings, they automatically think about money. Yes, I definitely get that a lot of people are going to be receiving blessings in the form of income increases, job opportunities, relocation. I'm hearing that somebody needs to relocate for their health. Like somebody could be living in an environment where there is black mold in their home or something to that nature. Or, you know, if your basement keeps flooding and things like that, you need to get that checked also, because over time, yes, in those nooks and crannies and crevices and behind those walls, there's black mold. I'm hearing that for somebody. This won't apply to everyone, but somebody. Also something about something in the walls in general. I keep getting stuff like, especially if it's an older home, there's something in the walls, like however the structure, the products used to build the homes and stuff over time is something about eroding and it's forming into something else. I'm hearing that for somebody. Of course, that won't apply to everyone, but I'm being told to share that. There's going to be a relocation for a lot of you all. Also, I feel the biggest abundance for a lot of people is your health. Health is wealth, hands down. A lot of you all have been experiencing depression, grief, sorrow, and like I said earlier, feeling like you don't care about anything anymore because you just like, whatever, I'm just here until I'm not. They're saying that whole outlook changing, and you need to know that. You need to know within the next 2 weeks, you have significant shifts coming in. I want you guys to claim that in this comment section, please, and thank you. I claim my divine abundance. I want you to put that in caps. Don't just text it. You gonna put it in all caps. Say, I claim my divine abundance. I claim my divine abundance, and put it in all caps, because ain't nothing small about what's getting ready to happen. You got to put that in caps. That has to happen. Okay. Now let me tell you something else before this situation happened with seeing the angel. And I'm not even always exaggerating, man. The glow around the angel was very subtle, but it was powerful. The energy that was exuding from the angel was very powerful, but subtle. It was almost like it didn't want to overwhelm me with how much was getting ready to shift and come into my life. When I tell you every portal was open for me today, not one thing went the way that I thought it would go, because everything seemed like, okay, it's not going to be good. It's not going to happen. I believe also Spirit came to me like that, because even though the outlook of a lot of things that was supposed to take place today was not the best, I didn't say, well, fuck it. I'm defeated. I'm going to give up. I kept going. I was like, yeah, I got to take care of it. Regardless of the fact that it's not going to work out the way that I would want it to work out, I still have to take care of it. I can't avoid it. So that may be a message for a lot of you all also, that there's things that you need to take care of now. Do not avoid it. Because guess what? There's going to be an opening for things to go in your favor. So don't avoid it. Don't just push it to the side and say, I'll take care of it later. Take care of it now. So going back to what I was saying, prior to even hearing this, since early yesterday, I kept hearing the song Angels. It's a gospel song. And this was produced by the gospel singer and producer Richard Smallwood. I know there's a lot of versions because people will get in the comment section and be trying to fuss at me. I'm telling you the version that I heard. Okay. It was produced by Richard Smallwood. Richard Smallwood happens to be a Sagittarius. So you can have Sagittarius placements in your chart. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Doesn't have to be. Just put it out there. Also, Sagittarius season of 2025 could be very transformative for you all. I'm getting 2 weeks, but I do feel like by Sag season for a lot of y'all, your life will be complete. It's going to be a whole 360. Complete 360. Your life won't look nothing like it looks right now. Sagittarius season is November, December time frame. So that could resonate as well. Okay. One thing that's very interesting, you know, I like to look up the artists' zodiac signs because sometimes it resonates with people who are viewing the video. And it's very interesting that when I Googled his name, something, you know how they'll have different little tabs that'll show up about a person or whatever. One of the first tabs that popped up said, what illness does Richard Smallwood have? And I was very curious about that. He's 76 years old from what I've seen. And I was very interested about that because I'm like, well, he's 76, you know, he's lived life. So we wouldn't be surprised about what, you know, as our bodies decline and things like that as we got older. But something, I feel spirit, guided me to tap it. And I tapped it and it looked and it read that he was diagnosed with clinical depression. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier on about a lot of people going through depression, a lot of people feeling sorrow, a lot of people feeling grief, a lot of people giving up hope. I want to also tell you to check on your elders. Me and my mother had a talk not that long ago where she was going through a bit of anxiety because of what's going on in the world and with the government and with them trying to take their Social Security and things like that. A lot of our elders, and if you are an elder to someone, okay, you need to talk to your people and let them know, okay, I might be experiencing some anxiety. It may be good for me to have love and energy around me, to have family and friends around me, because a lot of people are, especially with their elders, and even my mother has told me this, they feel like they're a burden already because they're older and they need a little more help and things like that. And they don't want to tell their family that they're going through anxiety. They don't want to tell their family they're going through stress because they don't want to be a burden or a further burden on their family. They don't want their family to worry about them. So I'm going to say this again. If you yourself watching, you are not an elder, you need to reach out to your elders and check on them often. Not annoyingly, like I do my mama. I don't call my mama. I just pull up in her driveway and she's open the door. Come on, girl. Because that's how I do. My mother, God bless me and my family. Me, my mother, and my sisters, my two sisters, we're very close. And we live literally less than 10 minutes away from each other. I don't call them and tell them I'm coming to the house. They just see me pull up in the driveway. And I'm blessed to be welcomed with open arms. So check on your loved ones, especially your elders. If you are an elder, then you're needing to speak out because, look here, these folks ain't mind readers. They need to understand that they need to connect with you more. Everybody needs to come together more. Unity is a very healing energy. So that needs to be taking place. But again, going to that song, the name of the song is Angels. And in the hook of the song, over and over and over again, she only says one phrase: angels watching over me. Angels watching over me. And as I mentioned, I've been hearing that song prior to that even happening to me this morning before I woke up. And that angel was sitting there watching over me as I slept. The whole day I've been very emotional, but in a very peaceful and loving way. I felt so touched to be able to be graced by that presence and that knowledge and knowing that, yes, you are being watched. You are being protected. I've always known that, but it's always so beautiful when you see it right in your face. That's also a message for a lot of you all. It's right in your face, but you have to trust, you have to believe, you have to have faith. And when you are feeling discouraged, when you are going through depression, that's a lower that's a lower vibrational energy. And so it doesn't allow you to connect with beings of light like that, not to see it so clearly. We all have to fight a battle. We all have something that we go through every single day, every single day. I don't care how wealthy you are. I don't care how excellent your health is. It's always going to be something that you have to deal with, something that you have to address. And you have to keep going because if you're here, you have a purpose. There's a lot of people who didn't wake up today. If you're still here with us, you have a purpose. And that was put on my heart to share. And I will be obedient and I will share those messages, okay? So I'm going to leave that song. I mean, right now, because y'all know Queen will forget because I be just chit-chatting, running my mouth with y'all. I'll leave the song in the, I'll pin it in the comment section. Like I told you guys last time, YouTube won't let you pin comments until you make the video viewable. So if you first log on and you don't see the song in the comment section, just refresh it. It should pop up, okay? Because sometimes it won't let me do it until the video has been running for a couple minutes, right? So you guys know I always do a spirit animal. I didn't have a spirit animal. I have angel. That is our spirit being that came to us today. Okay. Again, because I was literally visited by angel. It wasn't a delusion. It wasn't a dream. That happened. I will never deny what I seen. Okay. Regardless of how crazy it sounds to some people who argue and go back and forth and say you crazy, you don't see stuff like this and blah, blah, blah. That's because you don't. And you never will, not with that mentality, because if you don't believe and your heart isn't open to it and you are shut down in this 3D bullshit, then yeah, keep living that life. You're not going to be connected with higher ranking energies, with divine beings. You're not going to be, because you're living low vibrationally. I said what I said. So again, the spirit and the energy that we had was angels. The angels are assisted with being our protectors. They aid and assist. They're guardians. They're guides. They are loving energies. They bring in loving and healing vibrations. They're healers. And they are also divine companions. Again, I'm feeling like the divine companion. They are going to be with you throughout this journey, and they will be there when the blessings unfold. They will be there making sure the blessings unfold. Okay. So we have some names: first, middle, last name, street name, business name. Also could be locations, and we have 2 numbers. Okay. Atlanta, Cheryl, of course, Richard, Mabel, Donald, Summer, Walker, Donnie, Tremaine, Ernest, Ernesto, Kimberly, Hawkins, Franklin, Jennifer, Jupiter. Today is the day of Jupiter. Thursday is Jupiter Day. Orlando. And then we have 3 and 9. Somebody could be life path number 3, life path number 9. You have a 3 or a 9 in your birthday. The 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, 31st. The 9th, 19th, 29th. Someone's birthday could be in the next 3 days. Somebody's birthday could be in the next 9 days. Somebody's birthday could be in the next 3 weeks, 3 months. Somebody's birthday could be in the next 9 weeks, 9 months. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into it. You guys know with the Jupiter blessings, the card that we get is the Wheel of Fortune. We'll get the card that comes before and the card that comes after, and then we'll get clarifiers for the collective. This is a beautiful message. Like, if you guys can only feel, I feel like I'm buzzing. Like, I feel like I'm on a spiritual high. Like, I'm so grateful. And I can't say this enough. I'm so extremely grateful that the divine has trusted me to be a vessel, to be a conduit. I'm so extremely grateful, and I will never, ever, ever, ever abuse my gifts. And I'm so grateful for that. Bottom of the deck, and it flipped up in reverse, but the whole deck is upright. Okay, so for a lot of you all, actually they're not. And this is crazy because I actually did. Wow. So I did a reading last night, and usually I always have all the cards up right before I do the readings, but this is not the case. And that's just fine, because I feel like that's a message. So with it being reverse, it is. I'm going to leave it as it is. That's very interesting. It's meant to be. So you have Libra. You also have Taurus here with the Empress. If you notice, you got a 3 here. It's in reverse. I feel like it's going to happen before 3 weeks. It's going to be 2, like I said. You have her wearing this green and gold. That's abundance. That's wealth. That's, blessings. This is someone who is divinely charged with a purpose. They have a divine purpose. They have a divine position. And I know this could be time consuming, but Spirit is telling me to do it, because I never do the cards in reverse for these readings, and Spirit is telling me to do it this way, so you guys don't see the process. I'll make it quick, but Spirit is what I'm doing is upright reverse. Okay, Spirit is just telling me to do it this way, because I never ever have these cards in reverse when I do these readings. So I'm doing as I'm being told. So anyway, we're going to get the Major Arcana, Wheel of Fortune. So as I said, I know what I'm talking about, y'all. I'm going to do what they tell me to do. I'm going to get the Wheel of Fortune, the card that comes before and the card that comes after. Right in front of that, you have Major Arcana, the Hierophant, Taurus. Something could be coming in Taurus season for a lot of you all. Within 2 weeks' time, we will be in Taurus season. Okay, we only had a few that was in reverse. Nonetheless, they were in reverse. So we're gonna go ahead and do some shuffling, because I want them to be all upright. And that's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, some of you guys, they could be saying like you've been doing a lot of rushing. And you need to slow down. Because like I said, I could have swore those cards was upright. I do always sage and cleanse my space, but clearly those cards were in a position that they were in for a reason. Now you guys see me do all that damn shuffling, so whatever we get, that's what we're meant to have, okay? Six of Swords, some of you guys feel like you are going on a journey alone. She's there alone in that boat, and that's just not true. You're never alone. You will always be divinely guided to your fated destiny. So again, we want the Wheel of Fortune, the card that comes before and the card that comes after. And see, I could have cut that out, but I'm not going to cut shit out because like I told you, I'm never going to abuse nothing. Whatever Spirit is telling me to do, I'm going to do it. There you go. So right in front of it, you got the Six of Cups. Interestingly enough, because you got the Six of Swords, so something with six is standing out for you guys. Sixes are associated with your domestic life. It's also associated with the planet Venus, which is the ruler of both Taurus and Libra, the Empress energy. So it is associated with that. Six is your domestic life, your love life, your family. I'm also getting a day that has a 6 in it. The 6th, the 16th, the 26th is going to be very significant for a lot of people. Someone has a 6-year-old child. You got children. You got a 6-year-old child that you're discovering is very gifted. I'm getting that as well. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles. It feels like things are moving very slow. But what you don't know is that a portal, a doorway is opening for you guys. You don't feel like anything is going to happen for you. But there's a light shining right down on the path. All you need to do is step on that path and take the steps. Yeah, things have been moving very slow with money. Knights are either going on a journey or adventure, going into battle, going into war. I don't feel war. I feel peace. And I do feel like abundance is coming in. You got a rabbit right here. Rabbits talk about luck and abundance here. Yeah, they're saying a path is being cleared for you all and you don't even know it yet. Because he's getting ready to go on a journey, and this has to do with your money for sure. Again, keep in mind, this is Jupiter. Today is Jupiter Day. And as we have this here on the table, he's going towards the Wheel of Fortune. So you are getting ready to go towards some blessings. That's happening. It may feel very slow, but it's happening sooner than you know. You got the devil. The devil has been on a lot of you guys' shoulders for a very long time, telling you that you can't have it. It won't happen. You've been bound to some unhealthy soul contracts or ways of thinking. This is done. That's done and that's over. I'm telling you right now, look at that. It's done. See, the tower next to the devil for me is saying like the devil no longer has dominion over your thoughts, over your feelings, over your emotions. Some type of contract that was unhealthy, unsettling, is coming to an end. For a lot of y'all, as I was saying before, something with your living situation, something could be with the foundation. I kept getting stuff with mold. I said black mold. You see the black in the background. Look in your basements, look in your attics and things like that. Pay attention to that. Both of these are major arcana. That's definite. You got Capricorn here, you got Scorpio and Aries here, and we are currently in Aries season. So for a lot of you all, you're already seeing that it's time for something to change, something to shift, and your world is getting ready to change as you know it. Major arcana of the world. This tower is not for you. The tower is for that energy that was attached to you, that was keeping you stuck. The world talks about transitions and movement. Major arcana is definite. You have Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. For a lot of y'all, we keep getting this Taurus reference. You got Taurus here. We have the Hierophant, that's Taurus. And then you got Taurus here. So a lot of y'all, things are going to be shifting in Taurus season. You guys felt stuck in limbo. But again, this tower is not for you. This tower is for whatever situation was keeping you stuck. You keep getting all these major arcanas as we shuffle, which means this is going to be major. A major transition is coming in the Taurus season. I can't tell you this enough. A major transition is coming in for you all. Absolutely, Taurus again. I heard this is the last shuffle. Money is coming in. Stability is coming in. Office is coming in. Opportunities is coming in. It is all coming in. And for a lot of y'all, because we kept getting that Taurus energy, it's going to be in Taurus season. It is. That makes sense why we had those sixes. Again, Taurus is associated with 6 also because Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus and 6 is associated with the planet Venus. And you got a 6 here. Let's get a clarifier for the 6 of Cups. As I'm hearing a song, because I'm hearing a song again, angels, butterflies, you know, animals, spirit animals. There's quite a few animals here. You got a butterfly, you got a frog, you got a rabbit right on her lap. Rabbits is abundance, working. The mice always make me think about compiling and manifesting things. Also be careful about hoarding. And then you have a cat. You have a lot of animals here. So a lot of you guys may constantly be seeing animals just randomly. Like animals is all over the world, right? But for some reason, you're starting to notice it more. It's because it's meant for you to notice it more. They're also saying that you're going to be getting downloads and messages by spirit animals. And it's interesting because I always get a spirit animal, but I didn't get a spirit animal today. I just got the presence of angels. I want you to notice you have the Wheel of Fortune right here. And on each side, there's a card that has a rabbit. Okay, you got a rabbit on her lap almost. And then you have a rabbit right here. Rabbits are about luck and abundance. You guys know that. Something very significant about 2023 may resonate also, because I believe 2023 was the year of the rabbit. I know last year was the year of dragon. I believe 2023 was the year of the rabbit. So you may have been stuck in a bind or in a situation like that hangman that we've seen since 2023. That wheel is turning. You are headed on a new journey. Let's get a clarifier for the Six of Cups. Universal energies of light, love, and divine protection. Give me a clarifier for the Six of Cups for the collective. Universal energies of light, love. Okay, you got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Some of you all feel like you will never be able to move forward for one reason or another. I feel, again, I'm going to say, it's because of that devil energy we seen earlier. Some of you all feel lost. The hermit seeking knowledge, seeking wisdom, seeking clarity. Even though he feels lost and the way he's hanging his head down, he feels almost defeated. He's still on his path. In reverse, a lot of you all feel like you don't know which direction to go in. You feel confused. There could have been an ending in a love situation, or you feel like people just are not willing to work with you because they're exchanging those cups equally. In reverse, you feel like people just have not been willing to work with you. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you all. Okay, and also if you notice, there's an angel over them. You all have a protect. Look at that lion. Lions are definitely about protection. You guys have a protective angel around you, very protective of you, and you don't even realize it. Because again, if you're in a vibration of defeat, depression, and this is not blaming you because we all go through it at one point or another in our life, but if you're in that energy, you can't see that protection. You can't see that divinity. You can't see that help and assistance clearly because you're too focused on how things are not going the way you want it to. And I said this earlier pretty much. A lot of y'all feel like things are not going in the direction you want to go in because in reverse, it's not going in the direction it's supposed to be going in. So things in your world with the world card have felt very confusing, very, all over the place. I also feel like, because going back to this Taurus energy, for a lot of y'all, your blessings are going to come in, but not in the way that you think it should, not in the way that you're hoping that it should. It's going to be it's going to throw you off the way that it comes in, but it's going to come in. It's going to happen. Bottom of the deck, again, we have the Two of Cups in reverse. Back of the deck, we have the King of Swords in reverse. Yeah, a lot of people feeling defeated. There's a lot of people feeling defeated right now. They're telling you to be mindful about the things you say about your life. I always tell people words create spells. They cast spells, so be mindful about the words you say. Let's get a clarifier for the Knight of Pentacles. Universal energies. You've seen it flip up. You guys will have things to celebrate. Like I said, it's not you. This tower that we seen earlier was not you. The tower that we seen next to the devil was saying all that negativity will be removed. It doesn't have power over you anymore. You are going to have things that you're going to be celebrating. You will have moments that you will be celebrating. I said in the very beginning when I was talking about the names and stuff like that, 3 and 9, you've had quite a few threes. Remember the Empress was a 3. You have 3 of Cups. In the pre-shuffle, I did notice the 3 of Wands. You got a lot of 3 energy here. So again, the next 3 weeks for somebody, but I'm getting two where you're going to definitely see it. But okay, thank you, because I just heard for people who are doubtful, it will be a little bit longer, because if you're doubting, it's like, well, do you want the blessings or not? Do you want to come in or not? You know what I mean? But more than anything is things will be happening on days that have a 3 in it. The 3rd, 13th, 23rd, 30th, 31st. This is celebrating the fruit of your labor, the fruit of the things that you've been through. There's fruit and vegetables and vegetation all on the ground around them. They're toasting, they're celebrating the good times. I'm definitely getting, I always get with this, somebody celebrating a birthday, but also right now I'm getting like celebrating a promotion, celebrating a move, like doing a housewarming. Somebody's going to do a housewarming. Someone will, like, money and things or a new job opportunity will come in that will allow you to move sooner than you thought. 3 months from now, we are in April, and 3 months from now is July. July is both Leo and Cancer season. So some of you all may be moving to a new home in Cancer season. You could be a July Cancer also. You don't have to be, just putting it out there. Page of Swords, yeah, be mindful about what you're saying. You have the King of Swords in reverse, Page of Swords in reverse. Be mindful about how you speak over your life, because you're going to make your progression move slower. Also, I feel like, okay, thank you. Spirit is saying like they've been trying to communicate with you, but they're not able to have access. They can't speak to you. Some of you all are doubtful and questioning whether or not spirits. Here's the thing, and I have to share this because a lot of people say, you'll see in my comments and other readers' comments that people say, go to Jesus. You people are demons. Who told you? I keep saying this all the time. Who the hell told you I don't believe in God and the Most High? Who told you that? Even if you look in the Bible, there are people throughout the Bible that angels come to. They were granted that opportunity to communicate with the Most High and the angels and things like that. So if that's, they even talk about that in the Bible, what makes you think that I'm sitting here worshiping the devil? And I'm going to say this for the record. I do not. Absolutely do not. Here's one thing the devil ain't going to play with. You will not play with the devil. You will not deny the devil. And I'm here to tell you everything and everybody watching, I don't play with that type of energy. You're never going to gain anything from that shit. You're never going to. That's a foolish belief. So when I hear stuff like that, I just think it's very ignorant. It is very ignorant. You're lacking understanding about things. You're lacking openness. And that lack of openness is why your spirit guides can't connect with you. Now, for those of you who say, well, I've tried to be open. I'm trying to, connect with my guards and guardians. Guess what? Worry also, like worrying about what's going to happen next. Worry. That's going to block the communication between you and your divine counsel as well. Because it's like they're trying to communicate with you, but they can't. You know what I mean? And that makes things all the more harder for you. But here's the thing, they're telling you, it has taken a while. It has moved very slowly, but the blessings are coming in. The blessings are definitely coming in for sure. I feel like for a lot of y'all, again, this is not 3 weeks. This is going to happen 2 weeks from now on a day that has a 3 in it, when there's going to be something that you are definitely going to be celebrating. There's multiple messages with this, but I definitely feel like based off of what I was given spiritually, yeah. Even here, remember I said 2 weeks from now, you got 2 wands. I'm telling you, something is opening up for you all. 2 weeks from now, everything is going to be changing. I'm just being guided to change this one last time. And look at the cards at the back and the bottom. The Lovers in reverse. And then the Page of Cups reverse. I feel like somebody does not feel like they're worthy of this protection. And see, you got an angel. Remember I said the name of the song was Angels. And in the hook of the song, all she says over and over again is angels watching over me. Angels watching over me. This angel is watching over them. A lot of you guys have hills and mountains. Mountains and hills, talk about hurdles and challenges that you have to get over. I feel like you're getting over it in reverse. And then also the Lovers in reverse, for a lot of y'all, you feel like you have no choice. The Lovers outside of love-based situations, it also talks about options and choices. A lot of y'all feel like you have no choice in a situation, and that is why the blessings aren't coming to you. Because see here, upright, his cup is full. It has something in it. In reverse, it's like if you don't believe that, that's why the blessings aren't coming to you. This is why Spirit told me to share that message with you, so you can be open and not closed off to the idea that you have guardianship watching over you. Look how big that angel is. And it's a huge sun behind it. Whenever the sun comes, it brings in good news, prosperity. The sun talks about excellent health, money, well-being, joy, happiness. In reverse, somebody's going through depression and grief and sorrow. Somebody may need to go to a doctor to see if they do have need to be diagnosed. And that's not in a bad way. A lot of people fear that. But if you have a diagnosis and you have an understanding, then you know how to begin healing something. Going back to the artist, Richard Smallwood, who, like I said, it showed up that he was diagnosed as being clinically depressed. Some of you all need to see this, because once you have an understanding, then you'll realize life ain't just beating your ass. It's the energy that is unhealed. It's the energy that is unacknowledged. So now it's hard for you to function when you don't know what you're going through wholeheartedly. A lot of you all are getting ready to have some clarity with that. A lot of you all have been fighting that for a while. Knights are fighters. They're warriors. But these 2 last cards, they're saying right now, Blessings are coming in, and I do feel like I said, how we stopped with the Two of Wands. Within the next 2 weeks, there is something opening up for you. Birds are messengers. You see those birds there? And it's quite a few. The angels of abundance are touching down. I'm going to tell you that right now. They are touching down. They are helping you fight through this next part of your journey. Do not give up. Do not waver. Do not fear. The blessings are here. That's what's happening. Okay? So thank you guys so much for watching Queen Airbender Tarot. As always, I'm going to ask that you guys continue to like, share, subscribe. Click that all button. Take care. Be well. Bye.